organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
Tough on tobacco. We have the details about the university's new tobacco-free campus regulations.
And find out what Baked Good, a university organization, handed out on campus today.
This has been Sam's dream for a long time, and that means well before she got to the University of Iowa.
Sam Logic's dream came true.
See what she and Coach Lisa Bluter had to say after they returned home from the WNBA draft later on in sports.
We've got all this and more.
Thanks for joining us. This is Daily Iowan TV.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Selena Carr.
And I'm Megan Horhan. Around 30,000 athletes gathered in Boston earlier today to run the Boston Marathon, including over 20 people from Iowa City. Ethiopian Laliso Desisa won the marathon, shouting "Strong Boston" after he finished, a reference to the Boston Strong motto adopted by the city after the horrific bombings at the marathon 2 years ago. Desisa placed first the year of the bombings as well.
Today is April 20th, perhaps better known as 420, the unofficial holiday celebrating all things marijuana. To both commemorate the day and bring awareness to some of the issues surrounding the drug, the Young Americans for Liberty, a UI student organization, distributed pot brownies on the Pinterest earlier.
Pot brownies.
Despite the wind and cool temperatures, the group attracted much attention from students and passersby. Anyone could get a brownie by simply providing their name and email address. The treats were called pot brownies because they came from a pot, not because they had pot in them. The organization's president says he would ultimately like to see marijuana decriminalized and legalized, but the first step is to get folks talking.
We're trying to, inspire conversations about marijuana policy, the drug war in general, mass incarceration. It all kind of rolls into one.
University President Sally Mason announced a new change in tobacco policy earlier this month. Yesterday we gave you a student's perspective, and today we talked to an administrator. Megan Coble has more.
Since the Smoke-Free Air Act of 2008, smoking has been banned on campus. But because of recent innovations in tobacco use, a new amendment will come into action at the start of the fall 2015 semester. The tobacco-free policy will ban the use of all tobacco-related products: cigarettes, chewing tobacco or snuff, smoking pipes, and even electronic cigarettes. All of these products will become prohibited on university grounds. But many smokers are wondering, what qualifies as university grounds? And where is smoking allowed? According to University Human Resources, smoking is allowed on any city-owned street. This includes major roads such as Clinton Street and Melrose Avenue. All university-owned buildings, however, would not allow smoking. But the university's main goal? Eliminate smoking altogether.
Our first inclination is to use education. We want to inform people about the potential dangers of using these products and also provide support to anyone who wishes to quit using tobacco-based products.
This new policy goes beyond keeping campus air clean. It's also to keep community members healthy and promote an inviting campus for all. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Megan Coble for Daily Iowan TV.
For more information regarding smoking education and boundaries, visit the University Human Resources page and click on the Policy tab.
Yesterday, about 450 people filled the second-floor ballroom of the Iowa Memorial Union in order to celebrate Andrew Magny's life. Magny, who passed away a couple weeks ago, was studying at John Cabot University at Rome when he fell and endured a stage 3 brain tumor. The vigil was hosted by Sigma Nu Fraternity and Magny's friend and family, who gave their last remarks.
You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what he would want. You can smile, open your eyes, love.
We have a really fun comedy festival weekend, a lot of laughter in Iowa City. Let's check it out.
Floodwater Comedy Festival is a first-year full-day comedy festival coming to downtown Iowa City from April 16th to 19th. It's primarily run by student organization and is also an endeavor of the James Gunn, an Iowa City nonprofit group. They have comedy events all weekend. Events include performances, open mic night, screenings, readings, workshops, talkbacks, and more. When talking about the mission of these events,
we show such a diverse voice of comedy. We're not just stand-up, we're not just improv, we're doing a mixture of everything. We've got writing, we've got video, but we're also a diverse voice in another way that we're showing a lot of different types of people who have talent in comedy. So we've got a lot of women, we've got CJ, we've got just so many different voices, writers, students, professionals, everybody, and I think that's really exciting to celebrate.
We are looking forward to next year's Floodwater Comedy Festival. Wang, Iowan TV.
Well, guys, it was kind of chilly today. Had to break out the jacket.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, you definitely need a windbreaker out there to stay warm today. So Beth Anderson standing by in the weather studio today. Beth, how's the forecast looking?
Guys, it was so windy out there today, but we have some warm weather in our forecast. With the showers over the past weekend, many of us are wondering if this spring is going to be a wet one. The upcoming week looks as if that may not be true. For tomorrow morning, temperatures start off on the slightly chillier side in the high 30s. Throughout the morning, those quickly rise to the high 40s and into the 50s. Into the afternoon, we see temperatures in the mid to high 50s with cloudy skies. And for the rest of tomorrow evening, temperatures stay in the low 50s to high 40s most of the evening and eventually reach the low 40s. While there may not be rain, it looks like we will have another windy day similar to today. For the rest of this week's forecast, we see fairly mild temperatures with slim chance of rain ahead. We see clear and 57 on Wednesday with temperatures just slightly increasing, and Friday and Saturday with high 50s and low 60s with partly cloudy skies. Sunday is our high of the week at 65 degrees. And that's all I have for you guys in the weather studio. Back to you two at the desk.
Iowa City's downtown U.S. Post Office, located on Clinton Street, will be closing its doors this month. Lifetime Iowa City locals have something to say about its new southeast location. Bobby Wakamalasai has more.
Inconvenience is the word that frequently came up as Iowa City's community responds to the relocation of their downtown United States Post Office.
They don't have a post office nearby, and to go to the south side is a real inconvenience for a lot of people, particularly older people.
New, redone, and relocated just don't fit well with the daily routines of Iowa City downtown residents. Not only are the Iowa City natives being impacted by the USPS move, but the University of Iowa students easily access the post office on Clinton Street, by CAN-bus or by foot. And then there are business owners who are concerned with the changing of addresses in their P.O. boxes.
I've had a post office box here for my business 18 years now, and had the same address, all my letterhead, everything is, been this for 18 years, and I don't want to have to change any of it. They say you won't, it won't, but.
I understand they're losing money by the bucket loads, and so they're skinnying back their services and looking for ways to save money, and I guess this is one they thought they could do, although it's very inconvenient for the locals.
Whether or not you already get out to Slumberland, Stuff Etc., or the police station, come the end of April, you might be stopping by the Pepperwood Plaza on Highway 6 a bit more often. Reporting from Iowa City, Iowa, Bobby Wonkamalasai, Daily Iowan TV.
While the power sports, football and basketball, Selena, may be out of season, they are still getting coverage as seniors prepare for their prospective drafts.
That's right, Megan, and one player has already found out her fate in the pros. So let's toss it over to Zach Mackey and Taylor Mathis, who are in the sports studio, for more on recently drafted Samantha Logic.
Thanks, Selena. Senior guard Samantha Logic met with the media today after she returned home from the draft in Connecticut. I'm Zach Mackey alongside Taylor Mathis.
The Iowa senior was selected by the Atlanta Dream with the 10th pick in the first round of the WNBA draft on Thursday.
The 5'9" guard returned to Carver Hawkeye Arena today to meet with the media and reflect on those final moments before she was officially a part of the Dream.
Having some confidence that your name's going to be called at some point, the committee or whoever decides that you're going to be there, I had some confidence. I got some nerves towards the end of that round a little bit, just kind of getting ready to get it over with. But, you hear your name, and a lot of just relief, tightening up a little bit. You just loosen up, you're just happy to get that opportunity.
While this draft opens up an opportunity for Logic, Iowa head coach Lisa Bluter says the first round pick opens up opportunities for the program.
When we go into a top player's house, we can now give them the direct example of Sam. Look, here's a kid that was ranked top 10 players in the country coming out of high school. She goes number 10 in the draft. And that you can have that dream come true at the University of Iowa.
For more from Bluter and Logic and the full story on the Racine, Wisconsin natives' journey to the WNBA, tune into Wednesday night.
Many spring sports were in action over the weekend, and we've got our Whip Around crew standing by to fill you in on everything you missed.
We'll start things off in the Diamond, where Austin Luce has the latest on how the Iowa softball team is faring so far this season. Austin, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys, and first things first, we're going to get you caught up on Marla Looper's Iowa softball squad. The team recently traveled to West Lafayette, Indiana, to take on the Purdue Boilermakers, where they won their second straight Big Ten Conference Series. The team took 2 of 3 from the Boilermakers as senior Megan Blank continued to lead the way as she added to her career record of doubles at the University of Iowa, going 2 for 3 in the series finale with 2 more doubles. The Hawks will next travel to Columbia, Missouri, where they'll take on the Missouri Tigers in a 1-game series this Wednesday. Now I'll toss it over to Mark Fry, who's going to catch you up on Hawkeye tennis.
Thanks, Austin. The Iowa Hawkeyes wrapped up their regular season on the golf course over the weekend. The Iowa women went to the Buckeye Invitational and finished 9th. Jessica Ip shot 10 over and finished 12th on the weekend. The Iowa Hawkeye men finished 3rd here in Iowa City, where sophomore Carson Shockey shot a career best for the Iowa Hawkeyes, finishing 4th. The teams ended the regular season and will look to compete in the Big Ten Championship starting Friday. I'll now send it over to Hannah Thompson, who has an update on tennis.
Thanks, Mark. And the golf teams weren't the only teams to end their regular season this weekend. The Iowa women's tennis team finished up as well, but unfortunately not on a high note. They lost to number 51 Illinois, putting their record at 2-9 for Big Ten and 8-13 overall. Senior Katie Zordani was the only Hawkeye to bring in a win at number 5 singles. Head coach Katie Doherty said it was tough to end the season with a loss, but that the ladies put up a good battle. That's all we've got for the Whip Round today. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, guys. And the number 66 Iowa men's tennis team was in action as well, as they hosted number 51 Penn State and Chicago State on Sunday.
In its final Big Ten match of the regular season, Iowa was defeated 4-2 by the Nittany Lions, but swept the Cougars with a 7-0 victory. And the match against Penn State was set at a 3-0 advantage in favor of the Nittany Lions until senior Matt Hagan and Lefteris Theodorou captured back-to-back wins in the singles to reduce the lead 3-2.
It came down to the 3rd set against Iowa's Josh Silverstein and Penn State's Thomas Hanslick with a chance to tie the match. But in the end, it was Hanslick who captured the victory in the 3rd set, clinching the win for the visitors.
The Hawkeyes are 4-7 in league play and will head to the Big Ten tournament in Champaign, Illinois, where they are seeded 8th in the 12-team field. They are scheduled to take on the 9th-seeded Wisconsin Badgers in the first round on Thursday at 10 a.m. That will do it for us here in the sports studio, but be sure to tune in tomorrow as we prepare for the Iowa baseball team's game against Northern Illinois on Wednesday night right here at Dwayne Banks Field.
Selena and Megan, back to you at the desk.
Who do you think would win in a food eating contest? A 124-pound mother or a football player teamed up with a pro wrestler? Well, you no longer need to wonder. This past Sunday, Big Texan Steak Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, held a steak eating contest where Molly Schweiler was victorious.
In under 20 minutes, the professional competitive eater Schweiler ate 3 70-ounce steaks, 3 baked potatoes, 3 side salads, 3 rolls, and 3 shrimp cocktails. She did all of this in 20 minutes, and for her accomplishment, she won $5,000 and will be featured in the Guinness Book of World Records. That'll do it for us tonight in the Daily Iowan TV studio.
Check us out tomorrow night, same time and place for your latest news, or anytime online at dailyiowan.com.
I'm Selena Carr.
And I'm Megan Horhan. Have a great night.